Shayla, you want a baby? Oh, you want a baby? It's been a long time no see. And I decided to do this video because lately it's just been something that I've really been struggling with internally. It's not just about me wanting a baby. It's about me wanting to move on with my life already. I'm 18, almost 19 in August, and I feel like I want to be done with school. I want to be done with my job and just have my career, and I want, to move on with my boyfriend. I want to do everything that my older friends are doing now. I have a lot of friends that are over the age of 20. My boyfriend's 20. And I think because I hang around all them, I feel like I should be so much more farther in life. And it's part of my anxiety struggle because I have anxiety about the future. I feel like I'm never gonna move out of my mom's house, but my plan was always to stay at my mom's house till I turned 22, till I was out of college. And there's the factor that as long as I'm living at home, I basically get my school paid for, and that's something that is gonna help me out a lot in the long run. It's helping me save a lot of money for not only paying for my college, but I live here rent-free as long as I'm in school. Dustin does pay my mom rent, so I'm going to school for nursing, and I'm really excited for that. And so far I'm doing okay. But I've still got 3 years of school left before I can even get my degree, and it just seems like a really long time, but I keep reminding myself that this first year of college went by so fast. It was insane. It's just, I just see all these other people, and my friends are older than me, and most of my friends that are from work, which is the majority of my friends, didn't go to college. They just work at Walmart, or they work 2 jobs. And I feel like the best thing for me is to go to school so that I only have to work 1 job and can have family and stuff. So, I'm excited to have a career that I wholeheartedly am in, and that is gonna make me really happy. I am having a wonderful relationship with my boyfriend Dustin, and we've been together for almost a year. It'll be a year at the end of July, and I just kind of want to move on with him too, and maybe somebody will understand how I'm feeling. But things between us, we're going rough for a little while. We're fighting a lot and that, but that's for another subject for another day. But right now we've been doing really good, and I really love him. I know I do. And part of me just wants to move on and get engaged and married and stuff, and it's life is about the journey, not all about your destination. And he reminds me of that every time I get going about how I wish I was just moved on with my life. So it's hard sometimes to remember that I need to just enjoy my journey as well, with not just work but with my boyfriend as well, because I care about him so much, and I know in a heartbeat I would marry him. But I also remember that I want to enjoy the time that I have with him as a boyfriend. Which leads to the next thing of me wanting to start a family. This has been something that's been ongoing for a long time. And sit back and get comfy, because there's a little backstory to this. So I kind of started wanting to have a baby when I had kind of like, it wasn't really a pregnancy scare. I had went to the doctor because I was having stomach problems, and my doctor had mentioned the possibility of maybe being pregnant. And you know, like at first I was like, oh no, I'm like, no, there's no way I'm pregnant, there's no. And so he had me do a pregnancy test and that. So he sent me to do a pregnancy test. So I took it, and of course I was like, you know, pretty much for sure, I'm like, I'm not pregnant. Like, yes, I mean, it's possible that I could have gotten pregnant, but I'm on birth control and stuff. So, and I'm really good about taking it and everything, so I wasn't really worried about it. But it wasn't until I got home and was talking to my mom about what he had said that she was like, well, you better hope you're not pregnant. And I said how I'd gotten my period and everything already that month, but it was like really an abnormal period. And so I got a little nervous, and the next day I woke up and I checked and it was negative. And for some reason, part of me, and I hate myself for this, I hated myself, and I still do kind of hate myself for this. Part of me was hoping it would be positive, but most of me was hoping it'd be negative. And then at night, when I went to go to sleep, was when I really started freaking out about what if it was positive, because I gained some weight, and you know, he had was kind of insistent that I take a pregnancy test. And then with my mom commenting, I kind of got worried, and I was like, that night before I went to sleep was when I really started like freaking out, like, oh my god, what if I am pregnant? Like, what am I gonna do? I have like nothing. I live in my mom's house. Like, what am I gonna do? I myself am smart enough to know that I'm not gonna intentionally try and get pregnant at my age right now and where I am in my life. Like, I'd like to be married, and I'd like to be done with school and everything before I start a family. But with that, it kind of fueled something in me that was like partially hoping I was pregnant. And of course it would have been an accident. And it is possible to get pregnant if you're using the pill, and of course condoms. So, you know, never, if I ever got pregnant, you know, at this time in my life where I'm in school and, you know, I have just a job, like a regular job, and I'm living at home, it is 100% not intentional, because I'm smart and I want to have like a good life for my child when I decide to bring one into the world. But that just kind of scared me a little bit, and I was, you know, mostly relieved to know that I wasn't pregnant, and I was pretty sure in the first place that I wasn't pregnant. But, so I did all that, and, you know, I went to see him again, and, you know, he took me off some medications and stuff, you know. So fast forward like to the next month, and this is when it kind of also started again, but even worse. I had a legit pregnancy scare. I had like missed my period, or it was like 5 days late. And so I was starting to freak out because with the pill, like, it's supposed to regulate you, and it was just not regular at all. It was just not existent. So I decided that on the 6th day of me supposed to be getting my period, that I would go and get pregnancy tests. And I was actually pretty freaked out because I was like, I just went through this with the doctor that I'm not pregnant, and there's no way that I could get pregnant you know, in this short amount of time span from me getting a negative from the doctor and then, you know, not getting my period. So the day comes that I still didn't get my period that morning, so I went out with Dustin and we bought 2 pregnancy tests, came back home, and I wanted to wait until the next day because they say first morning urine's the best, and I was too anxious to wait because I was just kind of like freaking out, and then part of me was just like, oh my god, what if I am pregnant? And part of me is like, I kind of want to be pregnant. And so I took the first test, and after I took the first test, I, you know, set my timer on my phone, and I was like so nervous, and I think it was like 5 minutes I had to wait, so I waited the 5 minutes and I went and checked, and it was negative, like a strong negative, like there was no like even faint second line. So I was like, okay, I'm not pregnant. And then literally like a half hour later I went to the bathroom and I got my period, and I was like, damn, I just spent like $20 on pregnancy tests and here I got my period now. So I'm like googling on the internet stuff about, you know, pregnancy tests coming out negative when they were really pregnant, and just like working myself up over this, and I was partially freaked out, but turns out I wasn't pregnant. I'm not pregnant, like, don't worry. But just part of me was like, what am I gonna do? And then, you know, I was on Pinterest looking at different, like, you know, hacks for having a baby on a budget, shit. Oof, I swore, I'm so sorry. Stuff like that. Even though I named this video I Want a Baby, it's not all about me, like, wanting a baby. Like, it's just, I mean, I love babies. And so many people around me are pregnant right now, are having babies, and part of me is like, oh, like, I can't wait to have one of my own. And then part of me is, I think, starting to finally realize that life is about the journey, not the destination. And that I want to experience things and, you know, have fun with my boyfriend while we're young instead of raising a child. And I know anybody who's had a child at a young age will tell you that they don't regret it at all, and I don't judge people who choose to have babies young, because honestly I'm one of those that's kind of wishes I had my own baby, but I have my cat baby, which is going to be good enough for now. But I just wanted to kind of get this out there because I'm hoping there's somebody out there that can relate to me and how I'm feeling. And like, I just watch YouTube videos of like OK Baby and KK and Baby J, and if you haven't seen them, you should totally go check them out. Like, and I don't work with them or anything, but I love their channels and they're just great parents, and they're young, and their kids are so cute. Like, I don't even know what to say. Like, I love watching them, and it makes me excited to have kids of my own one day, to videotape all their like milestones and stuff. Like, it just makes me so excited. I need to enjoy my time while I'm in school, and I need to enjoy my time and my coworkers at Walmart. I need to enjoy my time with my boyfriend. I just need to enjoy my life more right now, and sometimes that gets a little bit difficult, and that's for another video, but for now I just wanted to put myself out there and see if anybody else has the same feelings as me. So, or maybe I'm just a lunatic, who knows? It's probably just me being a lunatic, but whatevs. I feed my cat pizza with ranch, so what are you gonna do? So, that's about the end of this video. Feel a lot better now, got that off my chest, and now I have to edit it, and it's like 2:30 in the morning, so yay. So I'll see you guys later. Bye. Shiloh, you say bye-bye to everybody? Shiloh. She doesn't even care. Like, that's my cat baby. She doesn't even